Sometimes the universe knows what it wants for you, well before you do. I'm Joan Cergol, and I'm going to tell you how, right here on my first episode of Ungoverned. It's 1978, and I am sitting across from my high school guidance counselor. Dr. Kaplan was easing me into the big college conversation, only I wasn't going there easily. Not because I didn't want to go to college, but because he was asking me a question I couldn't answer. It was a simple enough question. Have you thought about what career path you want to take, he asked. Now, at 17, I didn't yet know who I was, let alone what I wanted to be. That evening, I discussed my plight with Mom, and without a beat, she told me she could help. She was plucky, enigmatic, full of life. A World War II refugee from Germany, Mom was a favorite of my friends, known for her colorful storytelling and her ability to engage in banter with them, always interested in what they had to say and ready to offer sage advice when asked. And, thanks to her voracious appetite for books, she always had the answers. So, I was of course hopeful she could guide me on how to think about my future. "Don't worry, Joni," she said. "I have a book." Now, there was no short supply of books in my childhood home. My parents had bookcases in almost every room and stocked them with a set of Collier's Encyclopedia, books about history, architecture, art, medicine, biographies, fiction. But none of those books could possibly hold the answer to my future career. Mom assured me she had one. It was a book on astrology. Really, Mom? Apparently so. And she consulted it with a seriousness of purpose. After calculating my birth chart, the book revealed a short list of careers highly suited to my personality traits per the zodiac gods, and the first of which said in bold letters, politician. Politician? Absolutely not. I was a kid who traveled in small circles of friends and who shied away from raising my hand in class to avoid being the center of attention. But Mom, who leaned into all things mystical and supernatural, said, "Never say never." Those 3 words have echoed in my mind at every crossroad since. They fueled me to do big things like start my own PR business and write a couple of books, and more trivial things like roller skate. And eventually, embark on my astrological prophecy to enter politics as an elected councilwoman for one of Long Island's premier towns. The place I grew up and still call home, a place called Huntington, New York. Sadly, Mom passed away years before I'd add politician to my resume, but I never forgot her words. Never say never. So where am I going with all of this, you ask? Let's get to the meat and potatoes, shall we? I've created this podcast, Ungoverned, as a recovering politician, yes, but more importantly, as a dreamer who's no longer defined by an astrological sign, career, or resume. So, anything goes. I've come a long way since that fateful day in my guidance counselor's office, logging some wisdom from the many hats I've worn, risks taken, friends made, and lessons learned. And I'm excited to share all of that with you, dear listener, all laced with a healthy dose of whimsy, courtesy of Mom. So, if you like to laugh, be inspired, or intrigued, or you just want to hang out with someone who can offer a brief respite from whatever it is that makes you feel the need to unplug, you're in the right place. Until next time, remember, if you're ever in a place of doubt or uncertainty, like I once was, remember those 3 little words. Never say never. Thanks so much for listening, and see you next time.